The terminal. Linux was built for and still intended to be heavily utilized by it. Considering how everything is a file in Linux and all things are text interoperable, it means that you'll get full control of the operating system and its capabilities by solely getting better with command line usage. And that's an encouraging thought. So let's go ahead and actually open one up. Under Applications, and we go to System Tools, we'll find the terminal. This is basically it, just a little command line prompt where we can input information. And we actually want to use multiples of these at a given time. The little plus button at top left can open up more terminals for us as we need. And it's kind of like working in a browser that way with multiple tabs. So let's go ahead and just put some text inside of here in the first terminal, right, terminal 1. And then in the second one, write terminal 2. And then finally with the third one, we can write in terminal 3. So let's go ahead and then minimize it. And note that if we go and just right click one of these terminals, we can actually move them or detach them entirely. And detaching will pop it right out, and we can have another terminal session open that way. And just like that with the third one, we can also detach it as well too and drag them around as we need. So if we wanted to go and close one of these terminals, we can also just hit that X at the top right, but we can actually use a command, and that's how terminals are used. We enter in text, which gets executed as commands. So the exit command will exit the terminal. Commands are executed after we hit enter on the keyboard. To demonstrate, we can hit the X on the terminal 3 in the bottom right, and that will close it. And then we can go back to terminal 2 and then issue another exit command over here to close it by operating just within the contents of the terminal. Now let's open up another terminal, but let's actually start using shortcuts. And terminal usage benefits greatly from shortcuts, and we'll get more and more exposed to that over time. But if we want to open up another terminal, we can just press Control Alt T. And let's go ahead and do that a couple more times. Just open up a bunch of terminals, keep pressing Control Alt T. And now for a little bit more practice, we can go ahead and exit 2 of these terminals just to issue those commands again. And now we're going to actually dock these to the sides of the screen, one to the left, one to the right. This split screen view is going to help a lot in the future when we need to compare 2 different types of outputs or do one thing in one view and then see the outputs in another view. And we'll get to that in time. But that's basically the terminal. And it's not that complicated, right? You just open it up, you enter in some commands, and it's performed pretty much instantaneously. And the terminal usage on the operating system is incredibly powerful, especially in Linux. And that's what we're going to be exposed to from here on out. In fact, we're going to try as much as possible to not use the GUI and just keep doing everything from the terminal from here on out.